Hello, everyone. Sorry for the false start. um, but yeah, I think a good way to start off the stream is with a history lesson. Um,
Hmm.
Specifically, the original Vitality combo. As in, like, the first thing that people did with Vitality, or at least the first thing I saw people do with Vitality, was Yeoman making a Vitality Stormsplitter deck, like a combo deck. Right, this was another thing that this was like an iteration that we had at some point, like when we saw Yeoman's deck, but we were trying to like splice Fecund Green Shell into it. The joke being, when you make a copy of Stormsplitter, it triggers your Green Shell.
Yeah, and then when you put lands in play, it triggers your Nissa. So like you don't if you have Nissa, Nissa finds your green shell. So like Nissa Stormsplitter is kind of like Vitality Splitter if you squint very hard.
I love squinting. Anyways, incidentally, Carl, your explorer finds a Fecund Green Shell. Apparently. Anyways, so for actual otters, though, we elected to play Flood Caller largely because a Fecund Green Shell. Anyways, for like the World's Deck otters that we've played, we elected to play Flood Caller largely because like Stormsplitter needed a lot more infrastructure of specifically instants and sorceries. Like it doesn't trigger off of you casting, for example, Storm Chaser's talent or many of the other cards that we were casting at the time. Like we were playing like Furnaces for removal. We were playing like Beans as card draw. None of those would trigger Stormsplitter, right? And that's one reason why like we weren't as interested in Stormsplitter. It's also just like a little less consistent at doing the thing. Where like Flood Color, you can like kind of kill them with like 3 spells sometimes, and Stormsplitter, like you kind of need to cast like 5 ish. I think 5 is the right number, right? Yeah, you need like around 32 before it actually kills them. So. You know, there are some problems with Stormsplitter, but we have stock up now. Maybe that helps.
Yeah, I feel but like the problem with the Vitality, like the problem with the Flood Caller combo is that like it doesn't have haste. So and also it's only one creature. So you like definitely need like 2 non-summoning stick otters, or you need to also have Song, which is like more stuff. And Stormsplitter is pretty compact in, like, at least in this session. Obviously, I don't actually know if you need the cantrips, but I want like, I don't know. I like that the cantrips are better with Cutter than other cards you can play. So
yeah. The other thing is like, I do think that you kind of do need the cantrips for Stormsplitter. Like you actually need like 1 mana spells that will chain into other 1 mana spells.
Yeah.
With Stormsplitter, like to like get yourself off the ground. Whereas like this is not as true for Floodcaller, and cantrips are somewhat costly to play in your deck. They they will cost you in various ways. Things like, you know, making your mulligans worse, like leading to like weird land issues. So, you know, it wasn't particular, like it was less appealing in the past to run cantrips in an Otters deck when we didn't have Cutter, because there were like the only thing the cantrips were doing was powering the combo, right? And like when you're not powering the combo, it's like really bad to cast a cantrip. But now that we have Cutter, maybe it's fine enough to cast a cantrip. That's another upside. Like that's another thing that makes this work more now than it did before. is how I put it.
Mhm.
However, I have concerns. um, so some concerns I have. Oh, okay, actually, I'll say one more nice thing. One more nice thing is that people are no longer playing Cutdown as much.
Mhm.
So your Stormsplitter won't just get got by a Cutdown as much. Okay. Anyways, my concerns. Some of my concerns. First of all, one of the main main matchups where you care about comboing, in my opinion, is Omni, and I think Flood Color is actively strong against Omni. And like the fact that the fact that you can the fact that you can like just play a fair Flood Color game for a little bit, I think matters more than your combo being slightly harder to assemble against Omni. Similarly, okay, basically, I think most of the places where you want to combo, the fact that you can't flash in your combo on your opponent, like part of like one of the main parts of your combo on your opponent's end step, is actually a cost.
I would say I'm hoping to just always combo, like regardless of matchup. Whereas you can't really do that with Flood Color.
I agree that the benefit might be that like you can combo more often. I don't. I'm unsure if that will. Like the thing is, I'm kind of unconvinced that you can combo into prowess. Is the problem? Right.
I'm worried that I'm hoping that you can.
Okay. Certainly, that is one thing to try to learn from this. Yeah. Like.
I would say my main concern is the rightmost column of our main deck.
Yeah, but okay. My main concern is kind of like that. My main concern is that the combo is not good enough for the prowess matchup, and if it's not good enough for the prowess matchup, we have made our deck worse in the prowess matchup by putting cantrips in it.
Mm-hmm.
Because of mana issues, largely from cantrips. Like that's, I think, the main negative effect of them in that matchup.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see.
Right, should we battle?
Sure. Whoa, we're on 2 to tape?
Well, what you should know about the tape is that, like, okay, let's talk about the tape. Is this just your list? It's one of your old lists. How many targets do we have for? We have basically these.
Floopy counts.
And okay, fine.
Also, I was playing a Songcrafter, which counts.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Here we have.
Right, we're playing like none of the. Okay.
One target.
Okay, great.
You can sort of say this is a target on your combo turn, but it's not really like it's questionable to count as a target.
Okay, understandable.
Right.
I like.
You can compare normal prowess, which is, you know.
This very much checks out to me. I like just hadn't processed it before you started loading in, before right as you were loading in. So, yeah. Ooh, also, people should appreciate our more clickbaity title today.
Yes.
Don't expect it.
Do you want to start a prediction? Do you want to start a prediction on whether we will go up or down by the end of the stream?
I think that's a little bit of a fool's prediction.
Okay, do you want to keep? I think we should keep, right?
Yeah, I guess we have like 2 prowess threats and like some sleight of hands.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Okay, by the way, I think that Visa will be worse in this deck.
Yeah.
Because I think that you can't afford to have your mana be like as spread out in this deck, like not nearly as much.
What I liked about Vista is that it taps with 3 colors. Which
have you considered playing front? What I'm saying is that Frontier Bivouac might be better.
Oh, perhaps. Okay, what do you want to
Blue.
with this Vista?
I think I want to put Vista on blue, which is kind of terrible.
Okay.
I don't see why Temur Battlefire would fit into this list, Peter. We have no 4-power creatures for one thing, and very few cards that cost generic mana.
You want Stock Up or Cutter?
How do you feel about Stock Up?
Okay, let's take Stock Up.
I don't know if I trust Cutter to defeat our opponent fairly. You know?
I assume we should take extremely tapped land.
I like extremely tapped land. Wait, it's only a single tapped land. Right? Like,
I guess so.
it's extremely tapped in that we can't play it today, I guess.
Yes.
I guess that is the way in which it is extremely tapped. That's fair.
Imagine doing something hinged. Okay, well, they've cast 2 overloads and have not hit a target. In what order should we cast our spells? Should we slate first or analyze first?
Well, I want to slate first, I think.
Okay.
Because I want to know
Why?
what to... Like, I might take a land off of slate, you know?
That's fair. Much to consider.
How do you feel about take a land off of analyze and then play the Vista? Or sorry, take a land off of the slate, analyze, and then play the Vista.
How do you feel about using the torch to get in for 2 more damage?
Okay, so then we're searching for red, so we should still take Vista?
Yeah. Well, like, you could argue that, like, can we, like, use Stock Up to find green land and then take Vitality instead of, like...
Oh, sure, I guess.
I mean, hopefully they just die, so, you know... Do you want to bargain? I guess we should bargain, right?
I like bargaining. I don't know what these Stormsplitter talents are doing.
That...
I don't think we want that one.
Okay. Do you want to resolve Explorer?
Sure. Let's see. Let's resolve Explorer. I'm too lazy to do a bit. Peter, your exploration finds a barrage of expendables. Oh, they reanimated that. I see. Well, I assume we're taking Copperline Gorge.
Guess so. Well, it could be Vista and green. Is that worse?
I think that's worse.
Okay. What else do you want to take?
How do you feel about sleight of hand so that if we draw... I guess there aren't very many untapped lands we could draw. But if we did draw untapped land, then we could combo off next turn.
Okay.
It might be sketchy.
I agree it might be sketchy.
I assume they're plussing. Oh, okay.
Well, they are at 4.
I guess they are at 4. Fair enough. Wow, we drew untapped.
Well, we didn't... Yeah, but we didn't have a...
No. I guess we were just playing Vitality then?
I guess so.
We could play... Wait, no, we can't play 2 Vitalities. Yeah, yes, we can play 2 vitalities if we wanted.
Oh, okay. Do you want to do that? I kind of want to do that.
We could also just hold a vitality to discard to this Lily.
Well, I think the vitality is a 3/3.
I do enjoy that the vitality is a 3/3. Do you want to play second vitality, discard torch or something?
Yeah. Do you think we'll be punished for this sleight of hand not being stock up?
Maybe.
They are dead on board currently.
Yeah. No, their
And we
overlord's
also-
coming off, I think. And also they have a creature land to block.
Okay, so they're just like not dead on board.
Yeah.
Cool.
Also, they're going to play a post-combat calamity, maybe.
Maybe.
Nice.
Nice. So are they dead? Okay,
Yes,
now they're
definitely. Well, they're trivially dead to like just. I guess that's not trivial. Never mind. But they are dead.
Should we see how far we can go?
Yeah, let's see how far we'll go, or something. Insert Moana song here.
Is this like okay, this one doesn't help. We'll be fine. This is infinite, right?
At some point it becomes infinite. You need to be able to have your yeah, I think at that point we were infinite. You needed to like make like what if you cast a it's like every time the loop takes 7 mana to do, right, you to tame and then like replay talent and level up talent, and as long as you're making 7 Stormsplitters, which we were very soon to be able to do, it would be infinite. Yes.
Okay, do you want, how would you suggest that we sideboard?
Ghost vacuums presumably.
Okay. Kind of want Sun Fortress. I feel like they have FOMO, and they also have the 1-drop.
Mm-hmm.
I think like, and also this is like a good torch. It's like a deck where torch is always useful, I guess, because of vitality.
Yeah, you can also torch. You can also torch Liliana sometimes.
Yeah. We could have Pick Your Poison. It kills like Overlord and.
I think that's not good.
But it's probably okay. We could have our sideboard other combo, but
I don't
I don't
really
know how
want
to
our
getting that
sideboard
stuff.
other combo. It seems hard to fit.
okay. What do you want to cut?
Is Cutter good versus them?
I kind of assume so. Like.
I guess we also
But-
haven't
so-
shown Cutter.
So like, the thing about this deck is that like it's really not that far off from their prowess deck.
I would argue that the worst mana mix is somewhat far off, but
Okay, that's somewhat true.
Which do you think is worse? Our combo or our cutters?
I think both of them are pretty good. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Arthur, I'm pretty sure that Stormsplitter is not triggered by talent.
Do you want to resolve Explore for Menlizing?
Oh,
Do you want to put this on red?
Yeah, red. I think red still makes sense.
Not perfect.
Nope. It sure isn't. Let's see. Man leggings, your explorer finds a great furnace. Congratulations, you now have a great furnace in your hand. It's great. It's a furnace.
Do we want to do something about this or not really?
We
Do you
might
think we
want
should
to do
cycle
something
one of
about
these?
it simply because it like they could like put one of their reanimation targets under it.
Hmm.
It might be better to like kill this overlord though.
Oh, I can't. We can't usefully cycle it, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. What would you like to do on there and stuff?
I would kill either overlord or vacuum.
Interesting.
Thank you so much for the Prime subscription, bot boy. Yeah, I don't know. I think some people did okay with otters. I think I got a little variance. Also, I think that the deck was just like not as good of a choice as I wanted it to be. But I didn't have enough time to switch off.
Okay. I don't believe in this. Like, they have a FOMO that we can kill. I feel like our brother heritage reclamation is going to be useful.
Wait. I just feel like we should kill Ghost Vacuum because like it draws us a card later, right?
Hmm. I guess that is true. Kind of. But, are you now planning to reclamation this thing? Okay, let's play Vitality.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Like the FOMO might not matter, right? For
I guess
example, we
that,
currently have a 3/3 on the battlefield.
that's fair.
Like maybe I'll want to reclamation it, but maybe not.
Okay, I think we should split, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's take cantrips.
And put
Let's,
our thing on blue.
yeah.
Any thoughts on Eshki? I am a firm believer that there are not enough creatures to make Eshki work in either this deck or my build of otters. Eshki, I think that you need to be playing like Llanowar Elves to make Eshki work, and I'm not a huge fan of playing Llanowar Elves.
I am a little worried that nowhere else is good, by the way. Should we opt?
I assume so because
I
like
mean, we could just opt not to opt.
we could opt not to opt, um, but I think
Like, it's a lot better if we draw exactly Stormsplitter, right?
yeah, but I think that like I want to
Like,
I want it to help draw towards something. You know, I want something to do. Like even a Storm Chaser's talent is fine here.
okay. Okay, that is fine. Okay, so from this we can deduce they do not have a reanimation target in their hand. I'm not sure if that's extremely helpful to know.
I do love putting a cantrip on top with a cantrip.
I guess we are now scared of things, so I guess we shouldn't kill this, probably.
Probably not. Wait.
Oh.
Okay, so what is the status of their graveyard? How many types do they have? Is that 5?
Yes.
Okay. So we couldn't like exile Valgavoth as a way of turning off fear as well.
Yeah. Okay.
Take Cutter?
Yeah. Do you want to hold it, or do you want to play it?
I kind of want to hold it.
Okay, let's hold it.
Do you want to just like take 4?
I think my plan is to take 4, yeah. And then I guess we're probably opting next turn.
Well, we could go. The tricky thing is whether we want this analyze to be like a land or not. But like we could theoretically go like Cotter, analyze, and then like double spawn on their turn as well.
Oh.
I think it's probably better to Cutter opt or Cutter Slate.
Yeah, let's Cutter Slate.
Yeah.
Okay, let's take talent, I guess.
Yeah.
Do you want to cast the talent? It's free, kind of.
I don't really want to cast the talent, I think.
Why not?
What if I want to block?
Do we care?
Well, it's kind of a nice block.
Okay, but it puts an extra like.
Wait. Okay. This is why I don't want to cast talent. No. We can still, if we cast talent, we can still opt characters. Okay, great. We can cast talent, and we can still block by going opt heritage reclamation.
Yes, then it's no longer a nice block. Oh, with the otter, yes.
Yeah. It's still a nice block. I love nice blocks.
The problem with going opt heritage reclamation is that then they can put I guess we can just exile it.
Yeah. The idea would be to exile the Valgavoth proactively.
Okay, so we don't need this mana.
No, we don't.
Okay.
Okay,
great.
let's try to blow them out.
I guess we should reclamation first.
Yeah.
That seems probably good enough to keep. I guess we could try to combo them. So maybe not.
Yeah, I think we don't keep that.
Okay.
Do you think they're gonna pay for to reanimate a fear of missing out? Signs point to no.
Okay, let's try to kill them.
Yeah.
I assume.
We can like tap all our mana for a lot.
Okay, so
We get to leave like a sleight of hand in our graveyard or something.
yeah. Probably
I don't think it actually. I think leaving the slight is like maybe slightly better. Slightly better. But I think it's mostly equivalent.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's cast Stormsplitter and then let's cast Stock Up.
I agree.
And then if they use a kill spell, we can opt in response.
Yeah.
This is not a. Oh, I guess we can buy it. That's fine.
Yeah.
It'll be fine. I guess this triggers prowess.
I do love triggering prowess. I think they might be dead.
I agree.
Who can tell? Who can say?
Okay. This should be good enough.
They're gonna go Metamorphose Aetherize. Of course.
Hmm.
This is definitely not as hard to keep track of as otters by a little bit. Like regular otters, like Floodcaller otters. Like it's much easier to keep track of. I have this many untapped 1/4s and this many tapped 1/4s, rather than I have these creatures that all have like a different number of prowess triggers on them. You know, it's not that much easier.
If we don't lose on this stream, do you think I should consider this deck seriously for the RT?
Only if we like beat prowess twice or something. I don't know. Like, what I would how I would describe this match is that many decks could have won that match of Magic the Gathering.
That is fair.
Like, I will note that the amount of things our opponent did that match was not very large.
Yeah. We did hold up Heritage Reclamation, and it did appear to affect them.
Sure. But also, like, I don't know, many decks can hold up Heritage Reclamation.
Is that true?
Well, I mean, or do something similar, right? Like, you can hold up Spell Pierce, and it might do something similar.
Hmm.
One might argue.
Okay, what do you think we should bottom?
I'm looking at Floodmaw, Opt, or Coast.
I don't want to bottom our only interaction spell. I think I vote Opt.
Sounds good.
But I'm not. Wait, I think I vote Slate, and I'm not going to cast my spell. I think.
Okay, that's fair.
Because I'm not sure whether this wants to be a land yet. I think we want to draw exactly 4 lands. Okay, well, if they help this Nightmare us, then we'll probably discard Floodmaw, probably, right?
Yeah.
Do
We could Opt first.
you want to opt first?
Surely we want to Opt this turn.
Well, do we?
Why don't we?
What do you want to take off of this opt?
Like, a 2-mana spell?
Such as...
Cutter?
I don't believe in this. If there's a cutter in the top, like, 2 cards, I would rather have this opt in my hand. Maybe this is too prowess brained. But like, if I don't know what I'm looking for with my opt, I don't want to cast, basically.
Okay, let's put this on green.
Name it. Okay.
So we can discard the coasts.
Now I might cast opt, I guess. Yeah, I think it makes sense to cast opt now.
Sure. I feel like, I don't know, I just wanted to cast Opt last turn. Like, I would take a Talent or, like, I don't know. Like, imagine if we just cast Opt and then got to cast a Talent this turn. You know?
Yeah, maybe.
And then we would get to attack for 2.
Okay, let's take Slate.
Do we want Analyze?
It's gonna be like... I guess we're not that far.
We're not that far. And, like, I don't know, I kind of want to plan. What I will say about playing Jeskai Control at the RT to bully Izzet players is that I'm not sure exactly how much bullying of the Izzet players you will accomplish. So we could have considered playing Greenland instead, so that we could like analyze for vitality and then play vitality.
Oh, that was probably better.
That is one thing that these decks can use triple green for.
Mm-hmm. Do you think there's just like fewer fast lands? I understand we don't have any good options.
Yeah, I don't know. Fast and Tarnation Vista is a little bit awkward as a mana base. Especially when you only have 4 land searchers and not 7. Like one thing that Otter's deck does is it like stocks up on basics in hand. You know?
Okay, let's...
We should probably tap the Vista. Right?
I guess it's hard to use. Okay, fine. We get punished with like town or something?
We get punished if we take like... No, it's like very hard to get punished.
Okay.
In fact, one might even say impossible.
Well, we get punished... Town does punish us, right?
No, because we couldn't tap the Vista for mana. If we had Vista untapped here.
Oh, fair enough. Okay, take talent
Yeah?
and play talent.
So that we can attack for 4? Yes?
Yeah.
And then I guess we're playing our land?
We could choose not to play our land, but I feel like we should play our land.
I
Like, if
think
they
we should play our
discard
land.
Yeah.
Okay, so the thing is, untapped land isn't even the punish, because if you take an untapped land off of the cantrip, you're not casting anything else that turn. Right? Like, you have 3 mana. You can't even activate Storm Chaser's talent at that point.
Okay.
Nice.
That's helpful. What should we do?
We should first consider if they're dead.
Oh. That seems like a good thing to consider.
The answer is no, they're not dead.
How sure are you?
Fairly sure. I don't know, it seems pretty hard to me.
Okay.
Okay, I assume we want to bounce this demon to not die.
Yeah.
We definitely wanted to tap Vista first so that we could spend the white on.
Oh.
That's fine though. Yeah, like now it's a little awkward.
I messed it up. Okay.
We could go analyze for questing druid and then immediately quest. It's not a perfect plan. That you've tapped wrong. Oh, I guess it's not obvious you've tapped wrong. It depends on whether you want to quest now or at end of turn.
Wait. What? Oh no. Help.
I think we want to. Yeah, I think you didn't tap wrong the first time. I think I just want to analyze for questing druid and then pass.
Help.
Leave stock up Floodmaw.
I'm pretty unconvinced this is the right line, but...
What did you want to do instead? It was a little hard.
Unsure.
If we had tapped correctly, we could have gone for lethal.
Yeah.
Which is like get questing druid and hope to hit a 1 mana like a green spell off of it, kind of. I don't know if we could have. Maybe we could have hit a blue, like tapped in such a way to like leave open hitting a blue spell.
I think there was like also some line where we get vitality and put a bunch of stuff in play, but maybe that's bad.
No,
But like they. Okay, let's discard talent. I guess.
Yeah. What percent of playing otters is to showcase how fast I think? 0? I don't know. That's not a consideration when I'm playing a deck. Okay, Carl, I played otters, CFT played prowess. CFT failed to LCQ in, though they got they got to the finals of at least one LCQ, I know. What I would blame is that the deck wasn't good enough, and I knew that it wasn't going good enough like a little less than a week before the event, which was too late to swap. And also, like I got a little varianced.
Okay, do we have lethal now? Do we have lethal now?
Oh, yeah, well, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. That questing druid costs 1. We can questing druid, level up, and then analyze and cast a spell. Like analyze for a land and cast a spell. Part of it was also just like I wasn't that invested in this tournament. If I were more invested, I think I could have like made the swap. But Soul's flanker.
Huh. Okay, is this no longer lethal?
It looks like it's no longer lethal, but we can still like it's still our line, I guess.
Didn't expect Kutzel's flanker in the main deck.
Me neither.
Okay, let's attack.
Yeah. They have to block at least one thing.
Seems better than not attacking. So we are in trouble now. Yeah, the flanker main deck is maybe like makes sense. Considering like the Omni match was probably pretty sketchy without it, right?
Mm-hmm. Cover man. The problem is A, land, B, just like the overhead of like needing to figure out what list I would play and like exactly what my list would be, and like making sure that like I had enough familiarity with the deck. Like I could pick it up and like play it fine, but like I certainly don't want like certainly if I were going to want to play like prowess, like the quote best deck at a tournament, I don't want to like play the known best deck at a tournament like only okay, as opposed to playing like a deck that I like more believe. Like the difference between otters and prowess is not large enough that I would rather play like prowess only okay. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that stock up will save us off the top? It seems like it will not.
Okay, I feel like that game was kind of winnable, but
Do you want to know my feelings on that game?
I'm not sure I do, honestly.
My opinions on that game is common cantrip L.
Sure.
We cast many cantrips that game and like flooded out.
I would not really describe that as what occurred. I feel like we had like on the critical. I feel like what occurred is that on the critical turn where we needed to go for where we like needed to make a nice line, we didn't take a nice line because I ran out of time to figure out the nice line.
Sure. I think the nice line empirically would only have worked if we had to make a guess of like whether to float green or blue. I think. Did we? Maybe we didn't. Like, Carl, which part do you disagree with me on? Like the not enough time to switch part?
Is Heritage Reformation actually good against them?
It's good if you think that you want to kill their lockdown a lot.
Oh. I'm worried I don't really.
Yeah, then it gets a lot worse than pop damage.
The pick is like kind of pretty. It's kind of awkward, right?
Yeah, pick is really awkward.
It kills fire. It kills fires, but like yeah, okay. I just ever like this. Do you have Just?
This seems fine. Carl, I'm not so worried about play. Okay, my worry about playing the deck at like 100%. My worry about in that respect is more like a combination of worry about playing the deck at like 95%. I don't think it would be 99%. I think it would be 95%. And combined with like having a list that's only like 90% of the way there. Which I like more strongly feel about.
However, I feel like that I would consider this a skill issue on the part of everybody. In that, I mean, I also haven't figured that part out yet. But it feels like an issue that currently it currently feels like a thing that could be solved. And I am hard at work on the issue. Rest assured. Y'all, rest assured that if I continue to have findings, it will probably be on stream at some point. Do you want to just go talent?
Yes, I do.
Right.
It's not a perfect plan.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think we're gonna? Okay. I was gonna ask if we were going to cast this Heritage Reclamation, as cycling.
Well, it seems like we should cast Heritage Reclamation as cycling.
Wait, you put it on green? I see. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah, I guess so. This definitely could have been avoided, but certainly I thought that I had the same thought that I assume you did, which was surely this Tarnation missed the taps for red mana.
Mm-hmm. Wait, could it have been avoided?
Yeah, we could have slighted tapping the blue-green land.
Was that better?
I think so. It would leave us with a green land and a blue-red land up instead of a green land and a blue-green land up.
Oh. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Let's cut her in off, I guess?
Yeah.
Wait, we could do something different, but I think I want to do this.
I guess this could be like committal into like lockdown or something.
Yeah.
I feel like we can't afford to not commit into lockdown, unfortunately. Like, I think we just need to do it
Like,
anyways.
it's also like more mana efficient, right?
Ah,
It gets us to vitality faster. I want to
okay,
cast
sure.
that.
We can do the other one. We can also
Wait, we can also opt first.
uh yeah, I guess that is probably better. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the wrong one to tap
Oh.
again.
Well, I wanted to cast vitality with painlessly. If we do
Okay,
it.
fair enough. I guess there were like very
Um,
few red spells we would cast there. I assume we
I
want
think we should.
analyze to like combo.
Oh, I guess we just have 8.
Yeah.
Common Town L. Do you think we should take talent and just play that game instead?
I don't know if I trust in that game. I feel like that game is a little sus into lockdown.
Okay.
Opting is better if we draw exactly vitality.
Well, it's also like I want more choice on my. You get more choice on your stock up than your opt.
Yeah.
So like I want to cast the spell with last selection first.
So you have more information when you cast a spell with more selection. Oh hey.
What should we do?
How do you feel about
How do you feel about Cutter down? Is that bad?
I was gonna say, how do you feel about Vitality Analyze? Get it and get a questing druid.
Uh. Okay. Maybe that's good.
We could also Vitality nothing.
No, I don't. I don't think I want to. Oh,
You can't.
vitality land analyze for.
I don't want to do that either.
Yeah, I think I want to sell.
Like the
We can
question is like
use.
how much how combo-y how combo-y do you want to be?
Yeah, mostly I just really want this analyze to be a sell.
Yeah,
I think
I agree. I
like
really want the analyze to be a spell. Okay, my question of how combo do you want to be is a question of how do you feel about like casting the analyze now versus holding it for next turn.
mhm. I think it's a little fake to hold it for next turn because like we get at least like
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh no, they're speedy.
Hmm.
Okay. Want
Okay,
this
should we be
Stormsplitter?
patient?
What?
Should we be patient about this? Like they can just kill this one. I guess it's not easy for
Killing
them
the
to kill this one.
Stormsplitter doesn't really help. It like causes us
Oh,
to have to cast another spell. Like they need to like do
okay,
a
fair enough.
lot of killing Stormsplitters for it to help. You know?
Mm-hmm. Okay. I guess I should probably full control this in case they like try to kill our storm splitter, so I can like hold her it, so I can tap it in response.
I think it'll let you anyways, but yeah.
Okay, that did not help. Let's cast stock up.
It'll help in the far future, but yeah.
Classic in the far future.
Well, I mean, the far future is like only 3 spells away, you know?
Mm-hmm. Okay,
Let's take some
let's take some
spells.
spells.
Okay, I declare victory. Unless
I
our
agree.
opponent is really sandbagging a destroy evil, you know?
Hmm.
Oh, we'd actually still be fine at this point because we could respond to a destroy evil by toweling our vitality, floating mana, and recasting it.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, like, I feel like this deck actually kind of looks a little interesting. Its main problem is that you're a three-color deck.
I would like to claim that so far of the games we've won, I also would have won them with like normal otters. Like saying that
Yeah,
this
but like,
deck looks
it's about
interesting is kind of like saying
it's not.
otters looks interesting, right? Which like I agree with, but like
No, I mean, like, it's like the vibes of how the games play out, you know?
is it just that you find like the Stormsplitter combo more satisfying than the Floodcaller combo?
Well, it's just like easier to like do like to get to the Stormsplitter combo. I feel.
Yeah, like I don't know. I would like also argue that I think regular otters maybe could have won the game that we lost. In that,
I would
like,
argue we could have won the game that we lost.
okay, that's fair. That's you know what that one is fair enough.
It's possible we should have some kind of scorching shot like card. Probably not scorching shot. We can't cast that. Like some card like that, or maybe like more flood match or something. I don't
uh-huh.
know. Well, Litho Magic doesn't kill, for
Yeah.
example, creatures with but
Notably, Lithomantic would not have helped in this very specific situation. Like, Kevlar Man, I'm pretty sure that Carl, by the 3-2 comments that Carl made, was in reference to the previous iteration of Stormsplitter, not the previous iteration of Otters.
hmm.
Yeah, overall, I think, like, I don't know. This deck shares many properties with Otters because it is mostly sharing many cards with Otters.
Hmm.
Like normal Otters. I can't say that this deck doesn't contain Otters, certainly. It's just like I really do think that mainly it comes down to like is this combo something that you can accomplish versus prowess,
Hmm.
of which I am skeptical. But maybe you can.
Yeah, I feel like it's definitely like a little complicated.
Certainly, I think if you wanted to accomplish it against prowess, you need a better mana base that can play an untapped land on turn 4.
Hmm. Do you think we should fix that like now?
Maybe.
Just like add more painlands?
Yeah, I think that's reasonable.
Carl, the answer is no. You cannot cast all your spells and not cast Arena.
Well, you could cast them in a weird order. Like, for example, you could cast the Stormsplitters last.
That's true. Yeah, Global Salvo is definitely like the card to play, I guess.
Did you know that we're okay? I was just randomly looking at some Final Fantasy spoilers. Did you know that we're going to get a card which on the backside has the text, "When the chosen player loses the game, you win the game"?
Have to card.
Very relevant to standard text, of course.
Does that card choose an opponent?
Yeah, so choose an opponent. It wouldn't work if you chose yourself, anyways.
Well, don't you want to put the triggered ability on the stack when you lose the game?
That would be nice. I guess like it would be pretty free to choose yourself because like choosing your opponent doesn't do anything. Well, okay, wait. Don't you want to put the triggered ability on stack when you win the game? Highly recommend skipping voting on if you had fun, by the way.
Look, sometimes you don't know whether if you had fun or not.
Sometimes you just want to be more inscrutable.
Wait, how can you... I guess that is a good argument. Fair enough. The sin is not perfect. Let's keep, I assume.
Are we playing? I guess we're playing Tarnation Vista on blue.
I kind of want to cast Talon and just take some damage.
Oh, sure. We can do that. But like, we're still planning on playing Vista on blue, assuming we don't like draw something, right? I guess we might opt. Okay, well, never mind. We're no longer doing that. Do you just want to cast 2 talents?
It's a little bad into temporary lockdown, but maybe it's fine.
Yeah, I mean, they did play a mono red land, you know?
Yeah, that is true. Okay, now now this goes on red probably?
Yeah, though I assume we're opting for... What?
Wow, it's 3 card blind staple rather than Dawnbreaker.
I do love 3 card blind staples.
I guess it is any dragon, and it makes it 2/2.
Surely we should take Cutter here.
Not a perfect plan.
No, it's not. It'll be fine.
Okay, let's take Cutter.
Oh, it's Cascade. I see. Wait, I don't see.
No, it's a different Cascade.
No, wait. Okay, a different Cascade?
I wouldn't say I know what it is, but it apparently it's a different Cascade deck. Okay,
let's attempt to kill them.
Yeah.
I don't know. They're a Cascade deck. Surely they can't interact.
A Sage disguises the payoff? That's pretty cool. Wait, so they have like a praiser? Is that true? Did they have a praiser?
I mean, that card is legal and standard, so like I kind of assumed yes.
Uh, okay. Actually, this deck doesn't sound terrible. Okay, it sounds a little bad, but it doesn't sound completely terrible.
Wait, they're playing a Tali Zeraду? That's hilarious.
What do we want against Cascade? Can I argue nothing?
What if we just submit?
Let's submit.
You know me.
Hmm. Okay. Let's keep.
Yeah. Do they like side into lockdowns?
Oh,
No, apparently not.
surely not. Like, surely this land is a Castasia disguise at you, right?
Fair enough.
I guess you could like have a mix of targets. Actually, that might be good. Hmm. Do you want to cast the cutter?
Yeah. Why not? What could
Well,
go wrong?
it doesn't like. We're not triggering it next turn.
Well,
Hmm.
it attacks for one more damage this turn, mostly.
That's fair. Hmm. Okay, let's stock up.
Yeah.
Hmm. Okay. Can I
Stock
take
up.
stock up turn order?
Uh. Huh.
Like, oh, we have torches to protect our vitality, even if
Oh,
they
sure.
have a.
I guess we can like go on that plan instead. I guess that plan's like pretty good against like random Sage of the Skies.
Yeah.
Wow, do you think it would have been nice to hold up torch?
Hmm. Wow.
Wow, they
I
did board
see.
into lockdown.
Interesting. Okay, I guess we cast stock up.
Yeah.
Um.
Do we just
Okay,
want to
let's take
take
two
the
spells.
two spells? Yeah. And then plan to kill like. Well, some of the problem is that we don't. I guess we can like analyze for questing the road.
Yeah.
Okay, they do have both.
Um. Okay, let's cast Vitality and pass.
Yeah.
Yes. So that they won't have like any kind of direct damage or something.
I don't think. Well, what kind of direct damage can they play?
Yeah. Okay. I guess we could like. Do you want to bounce that, or do we not care? They have 8, 10, 12 damage. So, but they're already.
I think we just don't care, right?
Okay, I think I agree. Quint is direct damage. Okay.
Well, we could torch Quint if they cast Quint.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's take 13.
Yeah.
No, 11. I can do math. Okay, let's try to kill them. I assume that it will succeed.
I assume so too. I guess one
I
way
should
it
probably
could.
stop blaming.
Sorry, what? What did you say?
I should probably stop blaming Arena for its bug when it's probably more of a my computer problem.
Uh-huh. I guess one way to fail to kill them is if it's your computer says no.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I guess that's enough.
Probably.
I like how functional the combo seems.
How I would put it is that we have faced some amount of decks that, like, many of the times where we comboed, we faced decks that didn't do anything.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
Like, the problem with the combo is not what happens when you goldfish, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I have serious worries about the combo against Prowess specifically because, like, you might need to cast more spells early. You know?
Yeah, that is true.
Like that's why I would to those in chat saying that this seems easier to set up or like more impressive than Flood Caller. I would caution that yes, this is definitely easier to goldfish than Flood Caller, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's better in against like actual decks.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like one property is that like obviously it's a little weakened to Flood Mob, but like you can just cast. I like that you can just cast your cards against Prowess. Okay, let's keep. I assume.
Yeah. No, I would also like to note that I think that this deck is like worse at like the combo is worse at mulliganing than otters, or like regular otters.
Probably true. Okay, let's wait, I guess.
Yeah.
Look for a land.
Do we just want to cast that, I think?
I think so. Is the
Alright then, my worry with playing Stormsplitter in traditional Otter Shell without 8 cantrips or song is that that sounds very hard to combo off with a Stormsplitter.
I would say like you need extra mana to start for sure, but like I don't think it's that bad.
Well, like if you're just turning your cantrips into like terminal cards, right? Like cards that don't draw cards, I think it's like pretty obviously harder to combo. I don't know.
Harder to combo in comparison to this deck, sure. But I don't know if that means it's harder to combo than Flood Caller.
Yeah, I think it is.
I mean, do you want to just cast Suck Up?
So that we can play our fast land.
Yeah.
That's reasonable. In some sense, we like deramp ourselves. Have you considered that casting Vitality lets it like taps for 2 mana next turn?
Okay, do you want to cast Talent?
Like if I cast Vitality, I would definitely want to cast Talent. Is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Like it's not a perfect plan because they could remove something.
Yeah, I mean, like I suspect they will cast the card Temporary Lockdown if we cast Talent, but maybe that's just fine.
Isn't it like fine if they cast Temporary Lockdown and we just like have a Vitality in play. Like I guess they could like
Yeah,
know where to run our Vitality.
it kind of feels like they will know where to run our Vitality. Like they kept their hand, and then if they deck passes out of turn 1 play and then hold up 2 mana on turn 2, it's generally that's a little sad for us. I'm not sure that was avoidable though.
I agree that wasn't very avoidable, given that we didn't really know that their deck. We didn't really expect that their deck contained that card.
Okay, let's take some useful cards. Do I take these 2 useful cards?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Stormsplitter does very much here.
I assume we should attack.
I also assume so.
Oh, the deck has Road Watcher. Maybe not.
Doesn't it? Oh, does Road Watcher put from any
Yeah.
card in any part of the graveyard, not just among the milled cards?
Do you guys my land choice, by the way?
I agree with your land choice.
Okay. Okay, let's.
Do you want to like
Like
end step
Cutter.
the?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Ah, 2 lanes.
I guess we were punished for playing the Cutter into the Thoran. Maybe that was bad.
Yeah, I mean, they had to like they had to have the Road Watcher for that, right? Like,
Yeah.
it wasn't
And they
face
also had
up.
to rip the land.
Yeah.
Okay, do you want to Druid? There isn't fit nowhere, but like.
I mean, I assume we should still Druid.
Okay. What land do you think we should tap?
I assume we. Huh. I assume we should leave up red blue because
Okay.
we might take torch and like like want to have torch up in case of Pixies trying to bounce this red watcher. We could even proactively. Okay.
I assume these 2.
Yeah.
Then do you just want to like split and attack?
Yeah, I like that.
I assume we should take a spell.
Yeah.
Even though it's probably the worst spell in our deck against this deck.
Activate talent? I don't think we need to activate talent when we like instead of casting a stock up. Like, what are we doing by activating talent?
Cast stock up.
Yeah.
Wait, we should probably tap a little differently.
Well, we certainly weren't going to like activate talent instead of casting a stock up.
We should start working towards.
Yeah, we could just take Analyze Stormsplitter.
Yeah. Wait, now should we activate talent? I kind of want to activate talent. Oh wait. Maybe that's too much.
That's a complicated question. Like we could instead go like just get Vitality now and play top land.
Yeah.
I think that's what we should do.
Okay, the problem is that only 2 spells is like unlikely to work, right?
What is your goal? Like, are you you're activating talent to get back stock up?
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's not a perfect plan.
Well, getting stock up back doesn't win next turn. Like, if we have 8 mana next turn, it could. Or if we draw Vitality next turn, obviously it works. My instinct is to just get Vitality here, and like,
Okay.
I just feel like there's like if we draw a spell, we can go. If not, we can like just like cast a. We can just like level up again.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like it's just better to do this.
Name, let's say green, probably.
I don't think it really matters. Like, I do think that if we draw a spell here, we can like start going.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I am definitely worried that like we actually do need to give ourselves the best chance of going this turn.
Mm-hmm. Oh. That's a little problematic.
I agree.
Okay, do you want to cast any spells or not really?
Like, any spells right now?
Yeah. My assumption is no.
My assumption might be
Like, what kind of spell is going to help, right?
Well, I'm
I guess
worried
it's
that
like for combat lethal if we draw some like.
I kind of want to bounce the Severance Priest because like it's possible that we want to like we need to like kill one of these flyers, right?
Well, my hope is that we draw Stormsplitter. I'm worried that that is our best out.
I understand that bouncing the priest gets a token. I just like think that it might be worth it to like save the mana and like maybe be able to attack with a 4/4. That might be bad
Oh, it's
though.
like 2 minutes.
Okay, yeah, it's probably better to just untap.
Hmm.
Uh, I feel like we need to.
Request?
Yeah, let's. I guess let's quest.
Well, we do have some other options, such
Oh,
as
I guess we
like,
can opt.
yeah.
What happens if we hit uh Stormsplitter? I don't think we can
It
go
doesn't
off,
work.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, but
Well, if we hit, okay. If we hit Stormsplitter, it's kind of nice because then we have some blocks.
I don't think the
Hmm.
blocks are that relevant. I think we
I
should
think they're
bottom
kind
them.
of relevant. Okay.
Wait. Yeah, I think I want to bottom that because I think the mana
Okay.
matters. And then let's
Uh.
quest.
Oh. Okay.
Like I think the thing we want to do is like try to hit more substantial removal or something. Oh, do we want to play the questing druid first?
Oh. Maybe. Oh. But it just passed through my turn. Okay, cool. I think we could have done better. Not sure if we could have won. Well, we can like bounce the Floodmaw and then pick it back up and then bounce like one of the flyers to live. But I don't know exactly what else to do on that turn.
Yeah, I wanted to try to go for like quest for a torch so that we can like torch the priest so that at least we get to keep the vitality. Or like get the value. No, if we hit a torch off the questing druid, we could have gone torch a flyer, play vitality, and then like bounce the priest in combat.
Okay, how do you feel about this sideboard plan?
What did you bring in? Oh,
Song.
just song. Lol.
Yeah. I mean, like the deck doesn't have lockdown, and it's
Yeah.
like the
Like song is pretty good against them. Should we also play Floodcaller for playing a song?
we could. And where is that? But we can do that.
I'm worried that Floodmaw is very bad, mostly.
Well, the thing is that they have like skirmish Rhino.
I don't know if it's that good against Skirmish Rhino either, but
I understand it's not that good against skirmish Rhino. It's just like maybe one of your better options, you know.
I like this, I think.
Okay.
May I propose that this is a matchup where our deck seems worse than regular Otters?
Is it?
Have you considered that regular Otters plays the card Bushwhack?
How would you say that helps?
Well, like you can kill bigger things. I don't know. You can like kill a Skirmish Rhino. Okay. More importantly, have you considered that regular Otters plays 3 copies of Song?
I mean,
I think some of the thing is that like some of the secret about like Floodcaller combo and whether it's like harder or easier than Stormsplitter is that sometimes Song of Totentons is a good card. And this
I agree that sometimes Song of Totentons is a good card.
So it's like not like it's not as much of like a 2-card combo because it's not as much of like a you need an extra card kind of combo because you already want to play Song sometimes, you know?
I'm not sure I agree with that one, but okay. Do you think we play Yapamaya Coast or Fire Finale in our turn?
I think I just placed Fire Bluff.
Okay. Do you think we should have attacked first? Because now it's unlikely to get. Okay. Let's take Vitality.
Vitality Sanctum? I guess it's a little hard.
Yeah.
Classic mana.
Let's take Opt.
Sure.
Kind of.
And like we'll like figure it out.
We'll figure it out. Okay, so if we don't, I don't want to cast Naked Stormsplitter, but if we cast Stormsplitter with 1 mana of, maybe it's nice.
Does that mean? Oh. Okay, want to just cast Stock Up? Or wait, I guess that no, that doesn't discard a hand set. Yeah, do you want to just cast Stock Up?
To town.
I guess. I kind of want to look for like a green source.
I mean, I agree. I just don't really want this thing to hit. Maybe it'll be fine.
I think it's fine.
Okay, let's cast Stock Up. Okay,
Nice, a green source.
Up. Wait, do you think we should take Song or is Stock Up?
I assume we're taking Copperline Gorge and playing it.
Yeah. Song is kind of like Stock Up. I think I would take Stock Up because it's better. No,
Do you think we should take Song and just like cast it for 1 billion next turn?
I mean, that is what that is what we would do if we took Song. Yeah. I don't think they have Severance Feast because they would have cast it. So.
Yeah. Okay, we could take Song.
Well, I guess we can like hit it off of the Road Watcher. I'm not sure this is right, but.
Me neither.
I think Song is better if a Severance Priest does not interplay in the next 2 turns. So.
Yeah.
Okay, let's discard Island.
I like discarding Island. We're gonna cast like double Explosive Vegetation next turn anyways, so it's fine.
What is our next discard? Okay, well,
apparently Vitality.
Is injured, I have some regrets.
I mean, they could take Stormsplitter. I assume if they take Stormsplitter, we just want to like cast Vitality.
For balancing Severance Priest reasons?
Yes.
I guess if they don't take Stormsplitter, our play could be cast Stormsplitter and then just like start blocking.
Yeah, or like we can even like opt on their end step or something and like try to like mini go off. Mini going off is not that good.
Should we do that?
I mean, I like casting Stormsplitter.
Okay.
For second priest reasons.
Oh yeah, okay. And I don't want to block the real Stormsplitter, but it's totally okay to block with some fake Stormsplitters.
There's also the question of whether we want to like. We probably want to like block with fake Stormsplitter. Like opt and block.
It's not obvious.
Well, I think it's like. Okay, I think how I'd put it is like it seems unlikely for us to go off if we don't draw a Vitality, and I think if we draw a Vitality, it'll be fine.
Well, I kind of don't want to like chump, right? Because then Momentum Breaker gets us.
Oh, sure. I guess we can like hold it. End stepped off end stepped off is not that close to lethal with our hand.
So how many spells would it like?
I guess it's fine if like we need to like cast 4 spells, right?
Yeah, it might actually be pretty close to lethal.
Okay, maybe it's fine. Okay, I guess I'm like assuming they have like interaction, but I guess they probably don't.
Yeah, like the deck is not very good at interacting with.
Well, mostly like I guess I would expect them to just cast a Momentum Breaker.
Okay, that's true.
Like, I don't know, if they just cast a Momentum Breaker, then we're very far from killing them, I think. Did they only play 2 Breaker? I don't know what Pixie lists look like. Hi, Nicole.
Hi, Nicole.
Who up splitting their storms?
Okay, so I guess let's go for something.
Yeah.
Do we want that?
That's a complicated question.
I'm gonna guess no, right?
It lets a 2-mana spell. It lets us hit a 2-mana spell mostly. I think no.
Okay. Okay, is that lethal?
Yeah. I believe that's lethal, assuming they don't have like a random cut down for some reason.
Okay. Is that turbo lethal?
Yes. Or wait, yeah, I miscounted on the not topping that island, kind of. But we were still supposed to not top the island mostly because some of our hits are 0 mana spells, aka analyze. Untapped land
I
would
didn't
not have
re-
given lethal there. What you should know is that Storm Chaser's talent does not trigger uh Stormsplitter.
mhm. I didn't really realize that doing this the hard way was like. I thought it would be like really hard, but it turns out it's like not that hard.
It's not that hard when your opponent like doesn't do anything about it, you know?
Yeah, I mean, like, part of the point is that X4s are hard to kill, you know?
Well, there are other ways to do things about it. Like, do you realize that our pixie opponent spent their turn cracking 4 maps? Like, they didn't
Yeah, I
even like
mean,
discard any. Like, they didn't even like bounce their Severance Priest or something.
okay, are we happy with how like, Flemma is good against, Sentinel of the Nameless City.
That is a true statement.
Um, should we do something about that? This kills Severance Priest, it kills. Okay, it probably can't cut any torches.
I think we're fine without the flood
Okay,
bombs. We could like cut the flood collar for the flood
yeah.
bomb. Swap a flood for a different flood. Uh, uh, Bot boy, I guess by a small amount that doesn't matter at all. Like,
It'll be fine. You have the card's Corey Steel Cutter.
yeah, that's a good summary.
Do you think we should bottom in town, I guess?
I like Vladimir Town.
And then we should, like, Vista name green?
Presumably. How do you feel about questing on 2? It's a little it's a little unfortunate if the quest on 2 hits like, Vitality or Stormsplitter.
Hmm.
Would you say that we've been got?
Unclear. I think I want to quest.
Sure.
It's not perfect, but
It
I think
certainly
it's better
isn't.
than other options.
Okay.
Okay, well, let's cast some spells, I assume.
I like casting some spells. Rather than casting no spells.
It does kind of make sense to cut the skirmish rhino from this deck and then play like a real 3 drops, like Sentinel or Preacher. I'm not sure if Sentinel or Preacher is better, but it's like might make sense for Sentinel to be better.
Oh, is that what's happening here? I guess that's probably what's happening here.
Yeah. Okay, let's cast Talent, I guess.
Yeah.
I feel like a little bit losing to our mana base.
Yeah. Okay. So do you want to hear a broad strokes theory that it's broad strokes generalization theory thing that I just thought of with regards to
Sure.
my thoughts on this deck? So one of the reasons why I've gone, like, why I've now, like, why my otters list was playing one flood caller as opposed to like focusing more on the combo is that one of my broad theories about standard right now is that it's like more about small, it's like the games are smaller than like usual, you know? Does that make
Hmm.
sense?
Sure.
Like you need to be able to keep up in small games with like fewer resources. Because there's a lot of things that like push things cheaper. Obviously, Pixie is the epitome of this, but like it's also hard to like play a big. It's like somewhat hard to play a big game into Omni sometimes. Like Omni makes things artificially a little smaller, even though like theoretically you can play some big games against Omni sometimes, but it makes the game artificially smaller because you need to like spend a lot of false tempo dealing with like Omni's stuff, right? Like if you need to like hold up mana more often, then you like have fewer resources to work with or whatever, right? Um,
What is your opinion on blocking?
uh, I'm not sure I like it into the face-up road watch they have on top of their deck, you know?
Understand. It's not perfect. Okay,
Like,
fine.
anyways, so like, I think Flood Caller is not a card that is amazing into like this like when you're like low have fewer resources, right?
Okay, that's a good draw.
Yeah. Let's play it and then level up a talent.
I guess so. We could also like not level up the talent. I
I
guess
don't
we have
know.
a second talent. It'll be fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like leveling up a talent.
It mostly prevents us from chumping. I guess
Yeah,
we could still chump with a vitality if we felt like it.
I don't absolutely hate jumping with vitality, but
I guess like if they bounce the Severance, that one's a little bad for us.
yeah, I mean certainly not leveling talent wouldn't have been much better into that.
Hmm.
um, yeah. Anyways, to continue on my diatribe, I think that similarly, Stormsplitter has similar problems to Flood Caller in this respect. Neither are particularly good when you're low on resources. I don't like that this deck like is playing more of those, I guess.
Do you think we should cast stock up,
What do you want to do
or should we do
instead?
something else? Well,
Isn't it like nice to cast stock up? Like if we cast
okay.
stock up, doesn't that let us like they have a face up road watcher, right? Doesn't that just let us like bounce priest talent in combat, like make a 5/5 questing druid that can like free block their uh sentinel and like a
How do you want to
4/4.
tap?
In fact, what?
How do you want to tap?
Uh, leave open both red and green.
What if you? What if we don't want to do that?
Why?
Because I want to play vitality land. I guess it's hard to hit a land. But fine.
It's like pretty hard to land.
When will we use a red land though?
Questing druid.
Hmm. Uh, Should we like put a land in play for later? I kind of want to put a land in play for later.
I kind of like putting a land in play for later.
Okay,
It's
let's.
it's a surprise tool that will help us later. How do you feel about taking Cutter, because then they will exile it with Severance Priest and like
Oh,
and then it'll be like a 2 being exiled or something. Maybe that doesn't matter.
maybe it was better. Probably the wrong land. That's okay.
I think at this particular juncture it doesn't really matter.
Okay. Let's block the Severance Priest, I guess.
Yeah, let's bounce Priest and wait.
Wait,
Actually,
I don't want to. Why would I want to bounce the Priest? We have a free block on it, right?
it has Death Touch.
Oh,
I want to bounce Priest and Talent and like double block with a 4/4 and a 2/2 Otter.
yeah. I forgot this card had Death Touch.
Oh wow. Maybe we shouldn't block with the 4/4 because it's making us a mana.
Oh.
That was a pretty nice fact about that 4/4. Well, Song. Okay, the thing is, Song is like actually good versus Pixie. Like there are
Yeah.
small games where Song is quite good.
That one could be problematic.
I don't think it's that bad for us.
Well, I don't like that they have 8
Oh,
looks
I guess we are at 4. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. Okay, well, they didn't take it, so.
Okay.
Do you think we should take town, like...
How do you feel about like pick up town bounce Priest and Talent, replay Talent, and like do a little bit of attacking
Like it?
as a treat?
How much, with what? Just the 6/6 probably?
The 7/7, but yes. I guess we could choose to like attack before playing the Talent.
Oh, that was probably better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
No, but I don't think that's even necessarily true, because I think like we don't really want this priest to be able to take our Talent.
Okay, yeah. Do you think we should jump in an otter or a spirit?
Otter.
Well, it's not obvious.
Yeah, I agree.
Because, like, currently we're only spending 7 mana.
Yeah, but like,
right?
what if we draw a spell? Like, what if we draw like an Opt?
Should we do some math? This is gonna be a 9. I guess it's definitely not gonna be lethal because this chump definitely will be. Oh, okay. Let's not choose no blocks.
I agree. I think we should chump with an Otter.
Okay.
Like, the other thing is, like, if they play Road Watcher here instead of Priest, which is reasonable, like, it's also possible that we, like, can, like, remove a bunch of blockers.
That is true. Okay, they're slowly getting to double spell territory. Does that help? Not really.
Wait, does it? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. So we could like bounce that and that, play that, We can definitely like force them to. Okay, I don't think song helps, but we can force them to chomp.
Is that better than continuing the thing?
Wait,
Not better.
it does continue the thing. What I'm proposing is just level up, like get back talent, bounce a thing, and then use the torch. You know,
Oh,
that's all I'm proposing.
you're not proposing. Oh, I miscounted and I thought we could like double bounce or something. I guess that's not a thing.
No. And then, real question is, what are we bargaining?
Yeah. My guess is just this one, right?
Well, we could bargain the otter because the 1/1 deals 1 damage this turn.
Yeah.
I kind of like bargaining the otter. Like, there's not gonna be hasty damage, right?
Nice.
Nice.
We had defeated Trixie with the power of questing druid.
I do love the power of questing druid. I don't think it mattered which version of otter we were playing that game.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, I think I probably want to stop early, a little bit early today.
Okay. What did we learn?
Well, we sure won all our matches.
Well, we sure didn't face prowess. Like, I don't know. My problem with otters was not that it lost against anything that wasn't prowess, you know?
Yeah. To be fair, my problem with prowess is also not that it loses to anything besides prowess.
Yeah. So, like, it's a little hard to collect data when you're not facing prowess, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait. Very important poll. We need to do the very important poll of do people care about alchemy?
Yes. Let's do this poll.
Okay, I'll set it up. So for context, this weekend is the alchemy qualifier, or something, I think.
Or something.
I was not planning on playing in it. CFT definitely is, and is trying to convince me that I should. Even if people want it, it's not 100% that we will. Like,
yeah, it's complicated. It's complicated because like, if we have a nice if we have nice tech, then it's kind of valuable to not show the nice tech, because nobody like has any, you know. Okay, it seems like the informal chat comments suggest we should not stream alchemy.
Well, I've made a formal poll.
Okay, I guess.
A very formal yes/no poll. Do people want to see alchemy on Thursday?
I will say I am an alchemy apologist. I enjoy silly digital only cards. a lot of the time because they're silly in very broken ways.
Uh-huh. Do you think it's fair to claim that if people wanted to see a card that was silly in very broken ways, we already had a format for that? It's called Standard.
That one is true.
Okay, poll is over. 5-4, no. But that means there were 4 yeses.
The problem with me sharing my list is that first I would have to have a list.
Mm. Do you think we should make like a subscriber Discord ever?
We should consider it. I feel like probably not at the moment, but like in the future maybe.
Mm-hmm. Might be
Yeah, but
like it could be a better way to run more formal polls. For example.
okay, so uh, if anyone wants my alchemy deck list, my warning is that I will probably not have it ready before like. I guess I need to play the play-in. So I guess like I will have an alchemy deck list by the end of Friday probably. Is when I will have an alchemy deck list. I don't know. I'll share in the if anyone wants to DM me or something. I don't know.
You
Okay,
don't
maybe
know
that's a
what
bad
you've
idea.
invited, so too.
Maybe that's a bad idea. If anyone wants it, like join Jason's Discord and I'll post it there or
Join my
something.
Discord. No, why have you invited to my Discord? It's okay. It's okay.
Is Ornate Imitations the one that like conjures random creatures?
I would not say that I know what that card is.
It's like
For each number between 1 and X, for X blue and the green as a sorcery, conjure a duplicate of a random creature card with that mana value onto the battlefield. I see.
mm-hmm.
So if you cast it for 5 mana, you get a random 1, a random 2, and a random 3.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing. But yeah,
Anyhow.
what would you say we have learned today, if anything?
Honestly, this deck is not uninteresting to me. I don't know. It does some nice stuff. I like that it plays a lot of the same cards as the Broken deck. And then
I have to ask. May I introduce you to our Lord and Savior, Stock Otters?
Well, I don't like that Stock Otters doesn't have the cantrips. I know you hate the cantrips, but I like the cantrips.
Okay. You can also just play the cantrips in Stock Otters. Like, it's not clear to me that it's still not clear to me that like Stormsplitter is worse. Is better.
Okay, so I kind of feel like Stormsplitter might be better than Stock Otters. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. I still think the like very relevant test is, does this work against prowess? Which is we have not seen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, basically what I'm saying is like, it didn't seem to me like your problem with Stock Otters was that it wasn't playing cantrips. I thought you had deeper problems than that.
Yeah, I mean, like, basically, like, if we can combo in the relevant matchups such as prowess, then like, I'm kind of like hopeful about it, you know, like.
Mm-hmm.
It's like kind of more ads. It's like I didn't like that you were like we had to like not have the combo against prowess in the Stock Otters.
Okay, what I would say is that in Stock Otters, when you the games where you lose are not the ones where you untap with a like vitality in play in some manner with a handful of spells.
I'm worried that you do lose some of these games. I don't know. like you understand that like instead of like in Stock Otters these would not be spells, you know. These would be lands.
Have you considered that Bushwhack is a very important card against like Drake Hatcher?
Does that like work?
Yes. I have done it several times. Like, I do think that the cantrips are not going to be good against prowess. Like, I would be very surprised if they canceled Prohibited against Prowess. Also, like, you're not playing, like... I guess you have the Drake Hazards in the sideboard. um, in this case. But...
It's possible, like... I have some thoughts about... I sort of thought about, like, if casting Questing Druid is very nice.
I have cast Questing Druid many times against Prowess. It's like an okay play sometimes. But also they shock it a bunch.
I think this deck is interesting. That's all.
Yeah. Anyways, do you think we will continue to look at this deck in the future?
Maybe. We'll see.
We'll see. We'll think about whether we're doing Alchemy tomorrow. It's looking like no, but
Looks like no.
Okay.
We'll see.
We should find someone to read. Would you say that you enjoy drafting?
Sure.
Let's raid System Magic. They're drafting.
Sure.
Sophia, you really did get both of us. We cannot possibly recover. But yeah. Thank you all for watching. Oh, you should check out our VODs on YouTube. I'll upload today's and yesterday's soon. Or maybe I'll wait until tomorrow to upload the whole week. Maybe I need to like set a schedule for myself that I actually do it consistently. But yeah. You should go ask System Magic how much they're storming off right now. And tell them that it's not as much as we were. Or something. Bye.